Hi everyone, this class focuses on relative pronouns. This class explains the purpose of relative pronouns and how to construct a sentence around them. Watch out for the difference between the correct formal use and the more common everyday use. Who, whose, whom, which, and that are relative pronouns. They always introduce a clause because they relate or link the word that the clause talks about or modifies to the clause. The girl who kissed me is just a friend. In this sentence, the relative pronoun who relates or links the girl to the clause. Who is a subject pronoun, like he, she, and we. We use who to ask which person does an action or which person is a certain way. Who is the girl you were kissing? Who cleaned the bathroom? Who can be used with information that is an important part of the sentence, a defining relative clause, or with information that is adding to the sentence, a non-defining relative clause. The girl who kissed me is just a friend. This is a defining relative clause. My son, who is very tall, plays football. Who is very tall in this sentence is a non-defining relative clause. Notice that non-defining relative clauses can be removed without making the sentence meaningless. Whose is a possessive pronoun, like his, her, and our. We use whose to find out which person something belongs to. Whose laptop is this? Whose phone keeps ringing? Just as with whose can be used with defining relative clauses or with non-defining relative clauses. The man whose laptop this is just left. The person whose phone is ringing should turn it off. Whom is an object pronoun like him, her, and us. We use whom to ask which person receives an action. Whom are you going to invite? Whom did he blame for the accident? The form whom is becoming less common in English. Many native English speakers think whom sounds outdated. Most people prefer to use who as the object pronoun. To most native English speakers, these examples sound quite natural. Who did you come to the party with? I don't know who he gave the book to. That is the woman who I was talking to. Who did you get that from? We use which to refer to things. It can refer to the subject or the object. I saw the car which crashed into the gate. The car which I was driving at the time suddenly caught fire. When there is a defining relative clause, it is interchangeable with that. We use that for both a person and a thing or idea, but only in a defining relative clause. It can refer to the subject or the object. I'm talking about the person that I saw yesterday. This is the style that I want to use. Relative pronouns can be omitted when they are the object of the clause. The woman that I wanted to see is a doctor. Here, woman is the object, I is the subject, so it can also read, the woman I wanted to see is a doctor. And that brings us to the end of today's class. For more information on our one-to-one classes with a native speaking teacher, visit speakeasy one-to-one.com. Thanks for watching.